Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Knights of Roleplay. Tonight's adventure is on Zoom, and unfortunately, Greg is having a bit of technical difficulty, so his audio quality is not up to its usual snuff. But we love him anyway, and everything will go fine. Where we last left our intrepid heroes, they were deep in the city of Little Lockford, as they are attempting to get past a shield guardian that is guarding the workshop of one Tixie Tockworth in order to get access to a failsafe that will shut down all the automatons that are terrorizing Little Lockford.
But before we do that, it's story time.
Well, somebody has a story. Please, Chris, the floor is yours.
All right, let me see. Where? Here we go. Okay. So, Ro's parents were poor and struggled to make ends meet. In order to provide for their newborn, Ro's parents began using their ability to shape change to impersonate specific individuals and steal what they needed. Ro is a changeling. Parents are changelings. When Ro was 10 years old, their parents stole from a person who could somehow track changelings. And knowing they couldn't simply take on different personas to avoid being found, Ro's parents left them with a family friend named Melindra. Ro hasn't seen their parents since. Melindra was a wizard, and before long, Ro was learning the arcane arts. Ro trained with Melindra for 3 years. At the age of 13, she left Ro in charge of their modest home while she traveled to a distant town in search of rare spell components. Her small caravan was attacked by bandits and she was killed. When Ro learned of her death, they realized that for the first time in their life, they were alone. Ro assumed a more androgynous form of Melindra's identity and continued to live in her home. They had no means by which to live, so much like their parents, they began impersonating others to steal what they needed. Their social skills grew, and eventually Ro began to gather a collection of personas that could be used for various purposes. Ro quickly learned to enjoy the freedom that came with pretending to be whoever they wanted to be, and they found it thrilling to be able to make what they wanted using social skills, to take what they wanted using social skills and a little bit of deception. They slowly moved from stealing for survival to stealing for fun and profit. But they always avoided bringing harm to others whenever possible. After many years of plying their new trade, Ro realized they could no longer stay in one place. There were so many people in the world they could meet and impersonate, and so many more opportunities for thrills and adventure. They wanted to travel and experience all the world had to offer. To those ends, they took up the life of an adventurer. And I wanted to add something to this that had to do with how Ro came into the fold with the unseen, with our group. But I may have to save that for maybe like another shorter story time in the future. I haven't figured that one quite out yet.
It's a good intro to the character, and how she got started in her life of pseudo-crime.
How they got started, yes.
Yeah,
Maybe
yes.
This is something that Trixie has to fill. Do you envision that Ro was the last one to join the group? Or I've always, in my headcanon, figured that Fuzzy was probably the last into the group, but it's an interesting thought.
I don't know.
Somebody had to start it.
Well, clearly Trixie and maybe Mixie
Clearly,
along
clearly
with
the
her,
mastermind.
right? That'll be a story someday.
Yeah. How Trixie managed to assemble her band of professionals. If that's what you want to go. All right. Well, thank you, Chris. Excellent. So, a little bit better idea of where Rose coming from.
Sure.
Okay. Back to the present. The unseen is gathered outside unseen of the workshop. And in front of you is a large metal golem that is standing in front of the only entrance to the workshop. Thus far, things you have attempted, you have snuck around to look at the workshop and confirmed that there seem to be no other entrances. And then you were debating as to whether or not to bother trying to go into the workshop now or do further exploration. So, with the heated debate currently underway, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna start by trying to cast. I'm gonna cast Major Image to make the appearance of one of the many gnomes that we've found, unfortunately dead around the area, and assuming that the Shield Guardian is there to stop people from getting in, I'm basically going to make an image of one of the deep gnomes, or Sverfniblin as they are referred to, and I'm going to have it like basically come out from like around a corner or something, and walk close to over where the Shield Guardian, just to see if it reacts to the presence of one of these gnomes.
Okay, this was Major Image?
This is Major Image, yes.
Okay.
Which, the range...
I know we had the ability... you read the description a bit yet last time. It lets you create an image and move it around,
Right.
making it at least look convincingly.
It seems real, including sound, smells, and temperature appropriate to the thing depicted. As a magic action, I can move it in such a way that it looks like it's actually a moving creature. Physical interaction reveals it to be an illusion.
Okay, so they have to actively take a study action in order to see through it. Otherwise, they just can't passively see through it. That's like against a save. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
if they have some reason to think it's an illusion, they can take the study action. Yeah.
Okay, so give us the play-by-play.
Okay, so something that looks very much like one of the Sverfniblins that we've seen all around comes walking out from, we'll say, the right side of the building where the automaton is standing, and it's gonna sort of like go at an angle, maybe like I'm gonna try to keep it like 15 feet away or so from the automaton, in the hopes that it will start to go after the gnome and I can have it run. So it comes walking around the corner, kind of going at an angle, walks about 15 feet directly in the line of sight, in the field of view of this creature, and probably looks over and like waves at the automaton and stops and keeps waving and is waiting to see if the automaton
The
does anything.
automaton. So the illusion is standing out in front and waving.
Yeah.
The automaton does react and turns to look and watch the illusion as it stands there and waves, but it doesn't react.
Okay, so it's watching it. Okay.
Otherwise.
Is there room enough that if we were to try to sneak behind it, that we could get into it, or are there closed doors behind it, and we'd have to open them, and the thing's in the way? Like what is the situation of getting in the building?
The door behind it is closed.
Okay.
It's The door, if you want a very precise look, I mean, the door itself is kind of on the right hand side of the wall, with the shield guardian in front of it, um, there immediately in front of it. That's not to say you couldn't sneak by it, but you can't tell from here whether or not the door is locked or not.
Gotcha. Okay, so that could be tricky. So, um, I'm gonna have the gnome walk up, um, and get like 5 feet closer to the automaton and see if it reacts.
Hmm. As the gnome walks towards the shield, the guardian,
Hmm.
the large automaton, uh, as it gets to within about 10 feet,
Hmm.
uh, the automaton uh, steps forward and swings at the illusion. Of course, its attack, its mighty fist, just passes right through the illusion. At which point, the automaton stops and then steps back into place.
I have the illusion put its thumb in its ears and waggle its fingers and stick its tongue out and do a raspberry, uh, and then just walk away.
Okay. As it's walking away, you see the guardian do this, wiggle its ears. No, no, he doesn't. The shield guardian just seems to return to its post. I keep calling it that. I never actually introduced it at that. It's a bad habit of mine. The automaton.
Okay, so that didn't work. Mark off a spell slot. Um, all right, so Trent says, um, 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 does um, does anybody else have any suggestions?
I've already tried going around the building, so that didn't work out. So it looks like we have to engage it directly in order for someone to get in there.
Or would we be better just to explore elsewhere first? Maybe we can find something that would let us shut down this guardian or control it.
Maybe.
So remind me again, um, where we're at, because Chris is totally forgetting what even this building is at this point.
Yep. If you're look at the map,
Yeah.
you are in the southwestern or southeastern district.
Okay.
The specific building. I just have to actually pull up the DM's map on that one.
The one that says failsafe is here on the handwritten map.
Let's see. Yeah, the one in the extreme southeast.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay. So we still don't have the. So supposedly the failsafe device is in here, but we don't even have the key yet.
Yeah, if you look on the high resolution map,
Yeah.
you'll see the darker looking building at the very southeast.
Yep.
That's
Yep, I
the
see
building that you're kind of bumping around.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah. I mean, if we don't even have the key, if the failsafe device is in here, we go in there and it's like, hey, there's a failsafe device, but we don't if we don't have a key. But I don't know that gets us very far. The hand-drawn map says Tockworth is using the security center as her base. You can access it via the north or south stairs, which is right in the center area.
That's where I remembered it from.
So that area right in the center is supposedly where Tixie is in the security center. So if we were going to try to get the key and then deal with the shield guardian or the automaton, sorry, John.
It's all right. Cat's out of the bag. This one.
Would people want to shift plans and maybe go try to find the key before we go in there?
It doesn't matter to me. As long as I can steal something,
And
I'm fine.
we'd put down a bridge, I think, down here to get to the overlook if we wanted to, and then another one to escape as well if we needed to. Or there already was a bridge down. That's right. I'm looking at
I
yeah.
know you moved one of the bridges we took, but
Yeah.
no.
So the bridge from the foundry to the overlook was already closed, and I believe that Mastermind also wisely had us close the one from the overlook to where we came in, basically. So we could flee quickly if we had to.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we do have access to that
We do.
center area,
Yeah,
which is referred to as the overlook on the map.
right. I should have taken a picture of what we hand drew on that map before, but
It's okay if we have access
I
to
mean,
it. Then.
so the foundry is on this pillar, and we haven't explored that yet. I don't know if there's anything to be gained by doing that. While we're here,
Is that bridge that's next to the foundry? Is that the one that we have access to?
yes.
Okay. Um.
Let's see.
And
Yeah, okay.
Trixie, what do you think? Do we want to try to fight this thing? I'm game, but it would be more fun if we could shut it down and not have to fight it.
It seems like it's pretty set in its programming, so we could try to fight it, but doesn't seem like it's gonna do us much good.
So you agree we should probably explore elsewhere and see what we can see and try to find the key first?
I think doing some exploration wouldn't hurt. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, since the foundry is right on their way to the overlook, we can go check out the foundry. That seems like a good place to start.
I mean, Meta John, would any of our casters or gadget people potentially make rolls for if they would understand what I recall from Curse of Strahd, which is that there was a shield guardian that was controlled with a necklace?
I mean,
I don't want to make assumptions of my character. I don't know if there's a chance that one of our other Magic-y characters would know that. I'm just asking the question.
if somebody wishes to attempt a knowledge roll as to what this automaton is, that I've already said what it is.
I mean, you said it was a shield guardian, but it's the knowledge of like what controls a shield guardian that I'm curious about. Like, is any of us knowledgeable enough in all of our travels and heisting and experiences?
I mean, I'd allow somebody to anybody who's proficient in Arcana can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
That would be me and Trixie. I think Trixie's actually higher than me, but I will also, if Trixie.
You can both do it. I don't care.
Yeah, sure. I'll do one. Trixie, if you want to do an Arcana check, that would be cool too.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, I got a pretty good roll.
29. Nat 20.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got a 23.
Yeah. Giggity.
Well, I guess you blew
Trixie's
that
bigger
up.
than yours is. All right.
Excuse
Wow.
me?
I don't know
Wow.
if we want to talk about any frauds today.
No. All right. Honestly, that's really big enough for both of you. You do indeed recognize it as a shield guardian. Might as well go ahead and get that out there. And basic knowledge of shield guardians is that they do have some sort of control amulet somewhere. But you also notice that this particular guardian seems odd, and like at the very least it looks like it's been beat up and
Beat up.
patched.
Okay.
Beat up or modified. I have visions of Trent / Roe going rogue with another rampaging large creature.
Okay, so we know what it is. We know it's controlled by something, and then by an amulet. Um, I think we're still heading over to the foundry.
Yeah. Just to clarify, you know that shield guardians typically are controlled by
Typically.
amulets.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This one looks a little bit different, so who knows?
Right. Okay.
It looks tampered with, basically, is what you're saying? Like it's been tinkered?
Mo-
Modded,
modified.
retrofitted.
Retrofitted, modified, heavily repaired.
Okay.
It looks, yeah, it doesn't quite
So
match the
someone done,
drawings that you know of.
someone done touched it.
Fuzzy just suggested the idea of shutting it down. So if you guys have the suggestion of whether we'd be able to steal it, that's your prerogative to bring up based on those rolls or not.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm ready to just
Yeah.
move on.
I know.
Keep
You know,
exploring.
if you were to tell Fuzzy that, Fuzzy would be like, "Hey, I think it probably Tixie's going to have the means to control it if it exists."
Well, we're headed that way anyway, so.
Yes, exactly. All right. So what's in the foundry? Sneaky, sneaky.
Okay. So, setting aside the workshop and the shield guardian for the time being, the unseen slip away unseen towards the foundry. The soot-stained foundry stands at the edge of the district, overlooking the magma lake far below. Its huge sliding doors stand open, revealing dark furnaces and silent machinery. A raised loading dock allows access to the dangling buckets of the slag line, which deliver unrefined ore to the foundry. Let me see if there is a... there do be. Give me 1 second. Not you. Not you. Why do I have you open like 6 times? Stop that. Alright. There you are. Okay. And this is... Since the door is open, you have no real trouble seeing inside. There's the foundry map.
Foundry map in chat. Okay.
Check it. So the door is up at the top. Okay.
Well, that's the open area to the slag line. Or is it, oh no, okay, they rotated it weird. Give me a second.
It looks like double doors up at the top there.
Yeah, I mean the slag line looks like it's all the gear work down at the bottom, right? That would be the cable pulleys, right?
Yeah, it's weird. They rotated it weirdly. You kind of have to rotate that 90 degrees to the right for it to align with what's actually on the main map.
Okay.
Gotcha. So the doors are on the east side, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Back to the description. There we are.
So I guess we approach the doors, right?
All right, you want to go ahead and head in?
I think I might be already in there, so.
Well, the doors being wide open, it's pretty easy to see that there really isn't anybody in there. You note that there is no ceiling to this particular building. Makes sense because the foundry requires a lot of ventilation. Looking around, though, there are quite a bit of tools scattered about.
Okay. Why don't we do just a once over real quick and just kind of maybe try some perception checks, just kind of dig around.
Yeah, sure. You want to take a few minutes? Somebody want to just give me a perception check for the group with advantage?
Let's see, perception.
Perception. I've got a +2.
I've got +5.
Mine's very low, so I'm not going to.
So it should probably be Trent/Row.
Trixie, what is your perception?
+4.
+4. Okay. All right. I appear to have the highest, so here we go.
You're the most perceptive of the crew.
Ooh, still didn't roll that great though. I got 13.
It's all right. The furnaces seem to have gone cold in the time since the foundry has been abandoned. And of the tools that are sitting around, you think you could cobble together a few sets of smith's tools, or a couple of sets of tinker's tools, if you want any of that.
Fuzzy might. He's a gadget guy, so it's always it's a new hobby to test out, right? The tinkering is not one of his expertises, but he's done it, right, with his background. So yeah, he'll pick up the tools. He's got plenty of carrying capacity.
Right. So you just want one set of each?
Maybe 2 of each, if it
Oh, you can get exactly 2 tinker's tools.
Okay.
You wouldn't be taking all the smith tools, but
It should be more than enough.
Yeah, workers come into work on Monday, say, "Hey, where's all my tools?"
You are a tool.
Oh, I knew you cared.
All right, so then maybe.
So in front of you, the slag line is slowly creeping by, mostly empty. Behind you, the city sits silent in a red-hued glow.
I think across that bridge to the overlook.
Yeah,
I think.
as much as a ride on the slag line sounds fun, I don't think that's productive right now.
Alrighty. You make your way over the nearby bridge, heading towards the central aisle of the overlook. Let's see. The central feature of Little Awkward, Little Lockford.
Sounds awkward.
Let me try that again. Reading comprehension here, people. Okay. The central feature of Little Lockford is an enormous hollowed-out stalactite with luminous clock faces built into it. The clocks are all still seem to be ticking the time away, all in perfect sync.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it was a stalactite? Or a stalagmite?
Stalactite.
So it's
Okay.
actually one that's hanging from the ceiling that's been hollowed out as like this building in the middle of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, cool mental
With a bunch of
picture.
little, there's a bunch of clocks around it.
What I wouldn't give for some artwork from the book for that.
I know. Unfortunately, the book doesn't even have artwork of that. That
Bummer.
would be
Yes, it does actually.
cool. It does.
It
Did I miss
does.
something?
It does.
It do.
So is there a way to get to it?
Hang on. I gotta find that artwork now. Like crap.
It's in the module I went through.
Oh, there
and
it is.
I was saving images of it. So
Yes, you're right. I found it. I can't believe I never actually noticed this one because it's awesome. This is awesome. Okay, here, paste this one in chat.
Whew. I mean, I'm assuming did the bridge go straight to the stalactite? That would be my assumption, right?
Yeah. The bridge does indeed go up to the stalactite.
okay, cool.
Wow. Fuzzy quietly, this is cool. It's like doing mental calculations on the construction, right?
Very cool.
Now I gotta get back to my
Oh, that's awesome.
You made me lose my place.
Love it.
Yeah, but we got to see the cool picture.
That's wicked cool.
Trade-offs, I suppose.
I'm pretty sure I'm using that image
That's good.
as part
For
of
the-
one of the Instagram posts.
For the grams.
Which probably would have been for one prior to this adventure. I think for the second or third adventure for this one.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. You leave behind the amber glow of the magma, and enter into the well-lit caves of the Overlook. In the center of a very large cave, you see a domed building, and around the outside edge, you see several what look like carved pens, animal pens. Inside these pens, you see, I should say, all around you, there are scores of little lizards scuttling about. And inside these animal pens, you see some very large lizards that seems like they were being kept.
This is on the Overlook. Okay.
Yeah, you're inside the Overlook.
Alright.
Inside there's a domed building with
Yeah.
animal pens on the outside of it.
Actually, not all of them are animal pens. Some of them are also large, magnificent fungi gardens with open windows to the outside, letting in some of the magma's glow.
Nice. Fuzzy's thinking what he could cook with that bounty.
Cool.
But yeah, so around around inside this area, some in pens, you see 6 of those giant lizards, along with all the hundreds of ordinary lizards.
Do they eat these things?
I don't know.
Quite possible.
Oh my.
What was the question Nixie asked?
If they eat
Do
the
they eat
creatures.
them?
Mushrooms? Fuzzy's like, well, sure.
Lizards.
This is used for cooking this.
The
and
lizards.
This is used.
He's asking
Oh,
about
the lizards. Oh, no, the mushrooms. That would be, yeah, no, he's not gonna.
They smoke the mushrooms. Okay, so are there any obvious doors in this dome?
Let's see. There are. See, you're coming in from the south, so you do indeed see a doorway on the south side of the building.
A doorway. Okay.
I checked the door.
It's not locked.
So I sneak in.
Okay, are you sneaking in alone, or are you? Is everybody sneaking in?
I would just let
Uh,
Mixie do her thing for now.
Fuzzy kind of looks to Trixie for guidance as far as, do we want to make everybody invisible or something, or go in or send a scout?
While you're deciding that, I'm going to be pulling up maps here.
And Mixie probably has the best chance of getting the key solo, right? If Pixie's in there.
Just let Mixie go in.
Yeah.
All right, so Mixie, as it's obvious to me that you are getting ready to move through the door, I just reach out and touch you on the shoulder, and I cast invisibility on you because I know you're going to go in there by yourself.
I thank you.
Don't talk when I made you invisible to make you sneak around. Thank you for making me invisible. I appreciate that.
I didn't tell the whole entire world.
Stage whisper.
All right.
All right, so
She just gives you a good game.
Mhm.
I mark off my spell slot, so you are invisible, Greg, until you
Just roll.
make an attack, or until Mixie makes an attack or casts a spell.
All right.
All right.
I'm slipping in, so to speak.
Slip in through the door. Beneath a 15-foot high crystal dome is a chamber containing a 10-foot square three-dimensional projection of Little Lockford. Rising from the floor near the projection is a metal console with numerous switches on it.
Ooh, I'll go look at it.
Decline. Okay. Hang on. There's a bit more.
Hanging on.
Oh, okay. Pause.
You didn't give me a stealth roll, did you?
I will give you one now.
Yes.
Is that with advantage because Mixie is invisible?
Does invisibility grant advantage? to
Typically, it
stealth
does.
check? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about the new invisibility rules.
I mean, I've heard people talking on forums about how much they hate and how much they don't make any sense. The whole invisible condition, the whole thing. It's a highly debated topic.
It is. Okay.
16.
So for now, yes, go ahead and roll that with initiative then. Or with with
16.
advantage.
Don't know what's on his mind.
Nothing at all. Nothing.
16.
16. Okay. Okay. You slip in through the door. And you see this console and the switches and the map in front of you. And standing in front of the map, with her back towards you, you see you see a gnome with a bunch of mechanical parts that looks very familiar. You think you might have seen it once before.
Oh, Tixie's in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so she doesn't
Trixie does
notice-
not seem to have noticed you.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Nice.
But she does have a weird bulge on her back underneath her cloak.
He has a bulge.
On her
Bulge
back.
on her
Balls.
back.
Raising.
Under her cloak. Yes.
Oh my. All right. Well, I'm gonna make an attempt to get as close as I can to her and take whatever I can take.
Okay, so that 16 sneak roll is what we're going to go with. It's just a straight sleight of hand versus the target's perception. If they're paying attention, and she's paying attention. So. Oh, no, I already got you open. We're there.
You need me to roll for this action.
So, yes. As you are hidden and she cannot see you, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a luck point in the case that it doesn't go well.
Okay.
All right. So it's gonna be 24.
24. All right. Oh, that does beat Tixie's 21.
Oh boy.
Good roll, Greg.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you slowly sneak up behind Tixie. You take a quick peek around, and does she have on her? Okay.
My
You do
fast hand skill.
actually you finally get a good look at Tixie, and yeah, she has indeed replaced most of her body with machine parts. It has
Oh,
and with a steel carapace protects her body, and her left hand has been replaced by a large blade, and her right hand you see has attached a buckler that you didn't quite get
Oh, boy.
before. This, of course, doesn't seem to impede her ability to operate the controls, but it does mean that you do not see anything in the way of like a pouch or anything hanging by her side. But the large bulge on her back, let's see.
You said bulge.
Bulge
Bulge.
again.
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 Mhm. Let's see. What is your... No, profession. You're not sure what it is, but it looks like a large box with a couple of nozzles on the bottom of it.
Box with a couple of nozzles.
Jetpack.
That's what I would have thought, actually.
Yeah. But you don't.
So
Yeah.
this-
But you don't actually see that she's carrying anything.
Oh, I don't have anything to steal.
I don't know. The fact that she's not carrying anything is kind of important. That's important
Oh.
information.
So she doesn't have the key, but she also doesn't have whatever controls that thing.
If it does, yeah. Or at least she doesn't have it on her, potentially. You had a pretty good look, right?
I had the best possible look I could get. So
I mean, unless she's mechanical, right? Does she have it mechanically hidden? In which case, we're gonna have to do other stuff anyway.
I'd have to frisk her.
Okay, so
Frisky.
Mixie has knowledge that the key is not on her,
Correct.
which we don't know because Mixie's still being in there being stealthy.
Yep.
Well, since I didn't find anything directly, I'm just going to make my way back to the door.
Okay, I can keep the rolls that you got, and you have no. And with a little bit of difficulty and finesse, you manage to slip back out of the domed building and silently close the door behind you.
Wow, that was crazy.
What'd you find?
Well, she has this bulge on her back.
Now, Greg said bulge.
She, Mixie, who's she?
Tixie is in there.
Tixie's in there?
Yes.
Oh.
And I tried to see if she had a key or any kind of thing on her that might control that monster on the door.
She doesn't have a thing, but she has a bulge.
She doesn't have
My God.
anything except her bulge.
What else did you see as far as capabilities? I mean, we know she can
And most of
teleport.
her is not a human anymore.
Alright. What do we-
So, John, how far away from the door? Well, okay. So, Greg, Trent asks Mixie how far away from the door was Tixie. So, John, how far away from the door was Tixie?
Tixie was 10 feet from the door. If you look at the map I posted,
Yes.
she was standing in front of the southern door. Ignore the spiral staircases. They're in the module, but they don't do anything, so I'm just ignoring them.
Okay. So she's just inside.
Cozy space. Interesting.
But there's a cool map of the city in the middle of this room too.
Yeah. So Fuzzy says,
That was-
all right. So Mixie, she didn't have a key. You're saying that you could see at least?
No, she didn't have anything on her that I could take or touch.
I'm happy to do some smashing, but how do we keep her from doing what she did in the bar?
That is the difficulty.
Can we stop her magic somehow?
I'll leave that up to you, magic folks.
So Trent says, if she's just inside the door and we can just crack the door a bit so I can see her. I can try to read her thoughts.
That could be interesting.
So Nixie goes back to the door and just cracks it a little bit.
New action. I'm going to require a new stealth roll.
Okay, that is fine. I'm still invisible, right? But I don't have advantage on it.
No advantage on this one because
Okay.
you're actually moving things
Unless
around.
you use your stuff, right? Yeah, if you need it.
Creak, squeak, scratch.
16 again.
16 again. It's still good enough.
Okay. So if I can just get if I can just put Trent's, like right eye, just kind of look into the door, just so I can see Dixie.
Okay. She'll have 3/4 cover, but you can see her.
So I'm gonna cast. I mean this may or may not work, but I'm gonna try anyway. So let's see. Read thoughts. Target one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself. Or a creature within 30 feet of you that you detected with sense thoughts, which is the other thing you can do. But I know she's there, so I just look directly at her. You learn what is most on the target's mind right now. If the target doesn't know any languages and isn't telepathic, you learn nothing. So she has to. The target has to know a language or be telepathic for me to have this work. So assuming that she knows a language, this will work. And what are the thoughts that are on her mind right now?
What is Dixie Tocksworth thinking? Tixie right now is concerned with the intruders that seem to have walked in on her. And so she is checking the information from, comparing the information that she is getting from the various sentries to try to figure out who might be invading her city. And Poots agrees.
Poots?
Every time that in the thoughts that you pick up from her, every time she asks herself a question, she gets a response from somebody that she is calling Poots.
She gets a response in her mind.
Backpack Poots. It's the jetpack Poots.
The jetpack is not Poots.
Maybe it's the Guardian.
Okay. So let's see. So as a magic action on your next turn, you can try to probe deeper into the target's mind.
Was there a save on that, by the way?
If you probe deeper, the target makes a wisdom save.
Okay.
Probe. Bulges and probing and. Oh my. On a failed save, you discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in its mind, such as a worry, love, or hate. On a successful save, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and until you shift your attention away from the target's mind, the target can take an action on its turn to make an intelligence or counter check against your spell save DC ending the spell on a success. So it says either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind.
Mhm.
So whether Tixie saves or not, she will know someone is probing her mind. So this is concentration for up to a minute. So I just I listen to her mind for I don't know, I'd say up to a minute. That's not
Yeah.
very long. So I'm probably gonna have to decide if I want to push right away. And there's no guarantee that I'm gonna get thoughts about the key. But it's fun, and I think I'm gonna try it anyway because
Because it puts me on the spot.
because it puts you on the spot, and it might cause some fun chaos for everybody. So I only have a minute, so I listen for a little bit, and as I'm running out of time, I push a little deeper. And
Probe a little deeper.
I probe a little deeper, and so Tixie will make a wisdom saving throw, and
Okay.
she will know that she's being probed,
From behind.
regardless of whether she succeeds or fails.
Okay, well, that's a horrible roll. Congratulations. Wisdom saving throw 2. That's a pass, right?
So she fails. And you
Darn it, I was so close.
You discern the target's reasoning, emotions, and something that looms large in its mind, such as a worry, love, or hate. That's the only description that it gives.
You discern in that moment that her primary concern right now is to protect the city from as well as to from basically anybody that would attempt to harm her or the city, and so that which is unfortunately now included the citizenry of the city, since the citizenry tried to, stop her from doing her job, so she thinks. So all her thoughts are turned basically towards what has sort of evolved into a pseudo revenge against the city that she's also trying to protect. She's not in her right mind. And you also discern that the Poots that she is talking to is her imaginary friend.
Oh.
That was my other guess.
Well,
Nice.
that could be her bulge.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to run with it all night, so prepare yourselves.
You were trying... Okay, let's see.
I mean, I was hoping to get information about the key, but I really wasn't expecting that would just give me an automatic, hey, here's where the key is. But it was worth trying.
It was worth trying, yeah. I mean, the description of the spell didn't seem to say anything about... I mean, you'd probably have to, try to do something to turn her thoughts toward the key to get information about the key.
Yeah, the thought that was running through my mind through when I was thinking about this spell was that if I was talking with her, I would bring it up and I would use the spell and bring up the key. But I really didn't want to go that far. I just wanted to see what I could get from a distance, and not jump in the room and say, "Here's the key," and then get attacked or something. I didn't want to go that far. I knew that I could have done more with it, but I didn't want to quite go that far. So I made a choice not to do that.
Okay, so because since she's not actively thinking about the key, there's no real information about it. But she does indeed feel the probe into her mind.
Feel that probe, baby.
Felt
Feel
that
that
probe from behind. Probe from behind.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, there's lots of backdoor action going on over there.
Oh
Yeah.
My God.
You knew it was going to go there.
How does she react? Not well.
Stunned surprise?
I mean, she would probably see Trent pulling his head out of the doorway.
Does somebody in the party have dispel magic?
Yeah, her head.
Anybody?
Her head snaps up, and
Uh-oh.
she looks around, and yes, sees the door open, sees the somebody out there, and she says, "What are you doing in my city?" She throws open the door and charges at you. And that is where we will leave it for today. All right. We will start up our next session with the encounter with Tixie Tocksworth. All right.
Cool.
And with that, we're going to go ahead into Stars and Wishes. So why don't we start at the top left of my screen, which is Kate.
Okay.
Kate, what do you think?
Hi. All right. So let's see here. Still loving like the whole layout of this place. That picture of like the cool stalactite island in the middle is just amazing. I didn't figure that from the overhead views, so that's pretty neat. So the stalagmite type view is really cool. And then so star for that, star for the party getting to do some more exploration, star for Mixie being super sneaky and collecting all kinds of good info for us from Tixie. Star for Ro doing some cool Ro stuff with his character Trent to help get more info as well. And then wishes, just that the dice are kind to us and we hold our own pretty well now that we're into the big fight with the big bad, and hopefully we get the key that we need as a result of that. That's all I got.
All right. Chris, how'd you think of the adventure today? Stars and Wishes.
I like it. I like the like all the what they call read aloud text, the stuff that describes all of the buildings, and I think that those like do a really good job of describing the whole sort of area, and sort of like you get these visual images in your mind, and possibly even of like, you know, sounds and smells and things. I think that the writing in this particular adventure is good. And I did enjoy using detect thoughts. That's the first time I've ever even tried that. And again, like
Yeah, that was painful. Don't do that again.
knowing that I wasn't actually going to like try to engage with her in a conversation to get her to think about the key, I still thought it was a really fun thing to try, and I thought the information that you gave was interesting. So I would give you a star for giving me the info that you did from the detect thoughts. And you know, it's always fun watching Mixie sneak around invisible. So that was really cool. So yeah, so I like the adventure. It was cool. I don't know if I have any wishes per se. I kind of figured that a fight might be starting once I pushed, because Tixie would know that something was going on. But I was totally ready and excited for that, so I'm kind of excited that we're going into a fight.
I'll admit it. You baited that fight. You know it.
I assumed it might be happening, but either way, I wouldn't have been disappointed either way. So no real wishes. Lots of stars. So it was fun.
Sarah, what do you think of today's adventures?
Stars, it was fun to watch the group kind of do the group's stuff on their own. I know my character's supposedly the mastermind, but that doesn't mean that they have to make the decision every time. So it's nice to see them make decisions. All in all, this particular adventure is very cool and steampunky and interesting. So it's very cool.
Steampunky.
I don't really think I have any wishes this week.
No real bitches, gripes, or complaints. Anything you want to see changed? No. Nope. Oh, yeah. Greg.
Well, in spite of my audio situation, I wish my stars are Mixie for being able to get in there and get the information that she needed, sans the key, which I really wanted to steal the key from her, because that would have been quite a clutch in
Things can't be that
Nixon's
easy.
mind. But that wasn't to be, so that's a nil situation. Other star is Ro's story, which I thought was cool, and learning more about Ro.
Oh, yes, thank you for letting me do that. Big star.
And everyone's actions in getting the team where we are now and getting ready for a fight. I don't really have any wishes.
All right, that's valid. Thank you. Stars. Yes, star for the character story time. As always, if anybody ever wants the floor, they are welcome to it. So, thank you, Chris. Stars for the adaptability of the team. Yeah, stars for the adaptability of the team to sit and rather than not to actually try to think and plan their way through rather than just try to barrel through everything. I mean, overall in this group, you guys have been pretty good about that, and that tradition continues. So stars for that. Wishes, just that we can be in person next week for the next session.
I second that.
Things like that, but life happens. Yeah, that's kind of all I got for this one. Anybody else have anything they wish to add? Nope.
Don't think so.
Then let's go ahead and say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night, listeners.
Good night, listeners.
We love you.
Everybody wave at the camera.
I would say bulge.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.